Hey there guys, this is Play Trish. Now I was thinking of something I could do on a more regular basis to get more videos out on the channel. And I basically came up with, we'll probably just go over what we did in the day, get maybe some of the small gang fights we get in there, maybe, what I've done for my est making, these kind of things. Like some of the cool little solo engagements I've had. So quite often I'm not using a frigate or destroyer that I'm looking to put on a guide, or like a frigate that I've done on a guide previously. You'll see like a lot of hookbill solo fights in upcoming minutes, because I'm very keen for the hookbill. But yeah, here you just see me, my usual like morning routine past week, and it'll probably continue. Since our corp's getting more and more into the whole going through wormholes, getting to nullsec for sort of the small gang decent engagements here. Just do some like relic sites whilst I scan for like those null holes, put the chains up. There's something very, I don't know, peaceful. I really enjoy scanning actually, and there's something about it that I really enjoy. And dude, I can remember doing relic sites back in the day when I was kind of new to the game, and I totally forgot how good the like income they were, man. I think from like the couple of sites that I did, I picked up about 300 mil. That's like Jesus, that's pretty dope. We didn't get too many really good wormholes. I believe we got one to Impasse. Oh, where was our one? Great Wildlands, which is terrible. The Impasse one was quite interesting, and I believe we got a cool little fight in that wormhole. Unfortunately, I was unable to record this. I'm glad I did, because I was piloting very well in that engagement. I may have fed an Orphris to a little small gang of wormholers. We may have also lost a Stratios, and we came out of it with a stiletto kill, which isn't the greatest, alright? Well, we need to get better at this whole small gang thing, man. I find that like my perception in those kind of engagements is god awful. So we're looking at improving these, and hopefully in the upcoming small gang fights you'll be able to see our improvement. But as it stands now, I am awful at it, man. There's a lot in grid and stuff. It's very, very rough for me. Yeah, I can continue just like scanning. This is like a fraction of the scanning. I think I scanned for an hour to 2 hours. So at this point, I was getting bored out of my nut. So what I ended up doing was going get a wee bite to eat, a coffee, energize myself. And when I came back, I decided to go back to the 4A10. I scanned in LoSec and get that done. I ended up bringing the Shield Stratios, which I find is quite good for running 3s and 4s. 4A10s are one of my favorite DDs, man. They're so nippy, so quick to complete, and you can get really nice loot from them. Like I guess the C-type adaptive would be sweet. We don't really get that. Like I don't DD sites, man. Like for the past like couple of weeks, are just like my luck. I don't know where it's gone, mate. It's like I'm just getting like terrible drops, just like the Overseer personal effects. Like no loot. I don't know if CCP's like nerfed the drop table or it's just my luck. I'm suspecting it's my luck. These used to basically be my main source of income, especially 5 out of 10s. I used to farm the refugees and dens and high sec islands, and then basically those would escalate to 5 out of 10s. Then you just have a bunch of 5 out of 10 escalations, and I'd run those. It was like killing my soul, so I ended up stopped doing those because it's so monotonous. And what I kind of do these days for my main source of income is level 5 missions. Before that I was doing FW level 4 missions, which are also really great income. Of sort, I don't know, the 5 out of 10s and FW missions are just boring for me, so I found like doing the relic sites and like the occasional little DD site like this is sort of enough to sort of cover my losses. Like I'm losing like keeps at SQ these days. But I need to be a bit more, careful with my ships. But yeah, I continue working through this site. Stratos is like no bother, man. We can tank this site incredibly easy. It's not all that DPS intensive. The last room can be a bit rough, but if you're in some cruiser size, you should be totally fine. But yeah, like let me know how you find this video. We've still got a bit more to do, but I'm curious to see how the audience, you guys like this, because there's going to be like a bit more PvE in these videos. There will still be occasional little bit of PvP in here. I didn't do much small gang stuff today. I got like really null out really quickly. Like null just takes out me, man. I think we got an engagement in that wormhole. Now it's like all the small gang I needed for today. I was like, alright, I'm done. After I kinda fed my Orphris, I was like, alright, let's do some solo. So most of this video will be solo. There won't be any small gang stuff in this one. So yeah, we get close to ending this site, you know. I've killed the domination dude. I'm excited. I'm on that, was that guest C-type adaptive. And what do we get, boys? You know, fingers crossed for me. This is my income. This is what I need. Nothing. Okay, so let's move on to all the good 1v1s I got today. This was against initially a slicer. It's not too interesting. I'm looking to catch him before he pulls a range, which we end up doing so. I do have a wee overclocker dose 2 on the go, which is very, very good for this situation. Also see another slicer coming. This slicer makes a really bad mistake here, man. This slicer that I've caught is dead. At this point, he's Katie. He doesn't really want to be scrammed here. And then this gentleman stays far too close here. If he pulled range here, that'd be a very scary situation for me. And I probably would have lost at that point, or maybe escaped, or load the javelin, so I'm still projecting out to his 1 point range. Maybe force him off here. You'll notice I'm burning out stuff. I'm very bad at this, but once I've got scram and I'm like orbiting like this, is pretty much GG. I started this fight a little late in recording, but this is a really interesting one. This dude had a A-type AB, which is very nice. So I don't know if we were maybe applying as well as we would in a normal Firetail. Firetails with rage missiles can be a bit rough. Just their base speed sometimes you won't apply, even with like good dual webs like this. But with the A-type, I don't think I was, because his speed, we weren't applying fully here. I shouldn't have manually orbited. I do double click in space trying to get a bit more transversal up. I shouldn't have manually orbited there at the start, but that's another really good GF, man. Super close. That's what we want. This next fight is against that very interesting slicer here. Dude, once I got the webs and scram on this gentleman, I thought it was GG for me. But you know what's new here in the web? And I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. So I initially start orbiting 500, thinking this guy is going to go down rapid. And I'm starting to see the buffer here, and I start to worry, you know, like my cap level's getting low. A lot of my tank is my small ANSI. I actually have more tank with my small ANSI and the hull buffer than I do the shield extender. So what I end up doing is pulling out to 7.5k, getting out in his, either his complete out his newt range, or in far fall off. And you notice because it took me so long to do this, my cap's like really hurting. So this is a really bad situation. Also, that newt's forcing me off of his guns so he can track well. That's another really annoying thing. Because pulses, we generally want to be orbiting close, and beams, right? So we can get underneath them. So yeah, super close fight. We end up taking it. I was looking to maybe like cower there and escape, or disengage. But yeah, a nice little fight there. This is a Comet and a Condor. I don't believe they're together, but they are in the friendly militias. I believe one was Mimitar, one was Galente. So they weren't going to fight each other, they were going to fight the pirate. So we're up against a Condor and a Rail. If enemy Comet. It takes me a while to realize this, and I think I was like orbiting at 5k for a good while. And then I bring my orbit into 500 to perhaps get underneath his rails. He is using 125s here, which is an interesting choice. You do see him now and then, but most rail comms are going to be 150s, which are a lot easier to get underneath the guns of. But I do prefer the 150 rail comet. I prefer to that. So I'm having no problem breaking this said comet. Then I'm looking to either hope that the Condor like just dives on me, or does something bad. He doesn't. I load javelin to project out to his long point range, but he ends up leaving us, which is unfortunate, because I probably could have forced him off. He wasn't doing much DPS. And for our last pretty sweet solo fight, we've got a good fight against Reaches here in the Thrasher. This is an autocannon Thrasher, right? I go into the Plex, check the gun, see what's up. I see autos. So what I'm going to do is keep at 8k, and what I really want to do is be orbiting. You'll see the amount of DPS we take as we're pulling a range here is very scary. So he's completely like negated my medium shield extender. I've turned it off to reduce her sig. Once I get out to this range, I believe the fall off and all those is out like 7.5k with faction. He does make the right choice and end up switching to barrage, which correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that reached out to like 11 to 12. And has no problem applying out to our range. Now that we're in our sort of like armor, tank is really rough for us. This is like quite a rough fight here. I end up pull my orb out to 10k here, and overheat and scram, just get far fall off, and we take it, boys. So yeah, that's like sort of all the content I really got today, man. Yeah, I think like this will be good. Like, do let me know how you like this, if you did or you didn't. It's a shame I didn't get any small gang stuff in here, because I feel like that's gonna be more of the interesting stuff to watch. I did have like one of those today, but yeah, I totally forgot to record it in the heat of the excitement, and it wasn't a very good one to watch, but hopefully we'll get more of that, you know. It's a shame that the filaments are running out soon, 'cause, like me and the corp, we did a lot of filament roams, which led to some very interesting engagements, and some not so, man. It's pretty hit or miss, and I'll say, man, it can be a real drag. Sometimes it can be the complete opposite. But we're doing more of this, so hopefully get some of that good content out. We'll definitely get like a bunch of solo fights out, you know, just like some of the highlights. I got a couple more solos today, but those were the highlights, man. So yeah, please do give me some feedback. I'm gonna try and get a bit better at editing this kind of, you know, video. I think it's sort of all over the place. But yeah, if we do more of these, hopefully get better at it. So yes, do enjoy the rest of your day, regional equivalent, all this, you know, morning, evening, whatever. And yeah, I do hope to catch you guys in the next one, boys.